10387, not bad. The Nifty bank recovered quite a bit of lost ground, 25,087,9080. So maybe some bit of short positions which were existing have seen some profit booking as well. I would guess there will be a bit of a short covering that could have happened, or some bit of profit booking on the short side that could have happened. Not too many gainers really. I mean, Reliance Industries, yes. Kotak Bank marginally, yes. But otherwise, no, not too many. Just those clutch of private sector banks looking to do well. Remember, the HDFC Twins and ICICI too have not lost too much of ground. But the losers, Tata Steel down 5.5, Dr. Reddy's, Adani Port, L&T, somewhere M&M, which is trading at 52-week lows, also stands out here. And Maruti continues to grind lower. But look at the bottom end of the screen again. Stocks like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and HDFC. So private financials seem to have pulled back meaningfully, and that seems to have had a bit of an impact on the Nifty 50 as well, because PSU banks reeling under pressure even at close. They may be slightly off the lows, the meat, but stocks like PNB and a few others continue to reel under pressure today.
That's right, Neeraj. In fact, I'm going to start off my list with the PSU banking space. So Union Bank was the one which came under immense pressure. At one point of time, that stock was down nearly 9%. But as you can see, that's the Nifty PSU banking index chart there on your screen. Closing off day's low with cuts of nearly 2.3%. The Union Bank chart will just come up on your screen. Allahabad Bank is the other PSU banking counter which tumbled in today's session. And PNB, I think today was the 5th or the 6th straight day when the stock closed the day in the red. So this counter has corrected now to levels of 120 or 115 in today's session. Well, PC Jewelers, with surge nearly 7% on Friday, saw some bit of selling pressure. And remember that pressure came in the second half of the session. So PC Jewelers also closing the day in the red. And Gitanjali Gems, today was the 3rd straight day for this counter to get locked in lower circuit. Well, on the upside, you had stocks like Bhushan Steel at the opening level only. We saw some good gains for this counter. Remember, Tata Steel has emerged as the top bidder, and Bhushan Steel today opened with an upper circuit of nearly 20% gains. The other one is NIT Tech. I think that's the one which came under pressure from the mid-cap IT pack. So NIT Tech also closing the day in the red, and some bit of recovery seen for stocks like Rain Industries. Also Fortis Healthcare, which is in the F&O band for today's session, that also saw good gains of nearly 5 to 6%. And Ambika Cotton in the last hour of trade saw a bit of buying.
It's interesting. I was hearing Hemant speak about Fortis as well, and that stock ends almost at the day's high, so good going there. But the markets by and large encouraging encouraging last half an hour of trade, to be honest, and we're closing just in and around the 100-day moving averages. The turnover, and I would be really interested in seeing the flows at the end of the day. But the turnover today, well, the cash market turnover hasn't been too great. The F&O turnover, yeah, actually much higher than what you would probably see on an average day, but maybe this is expiry week and therefore you would have higher F&O turnover. The cash market turnover a lot lower than what we are accustomed to be seeing these days. Also, Navneet highlighted the contributors list, and that would have changed because remember at the start of the show it was only Kotak Bank. Now it has Reliance and Infosys out there. Axis Bank giving a little bit of company as well. Yes, far outweighed what was happening to all of these stocks, including M&M, which is trading at fresh 52-week lows for itself. But still, a bit of a pullback for some of those stocks in the session. And of course, we've already highlighted what's been happening to the PSU banking space. I think the sentiment there would be key. The other question that you've got to ask yourself is that how much more damage can we see in a consistent way now that we are in the expiry week? We've had 3 or 4 days of very strong losses for almost all the PSU banks. At some point of time in the next 2 or 3 days, you will see some bit of profit booking that will come in under the short positions that were piled on into all of these.
In fact, so there could be a chance, at least towards the expiry, the short covering rally could be seen because of the expiry week.
And I would presume that people would now not wait until the last day to do so. So some bit of covering would probably start happening, because while we saw covering in the private banking space or some bit of pullback, I think the PSUs didn't quite see that. It's evident, maybe SBI did a little bit, but that's probably about it. In fact, I don't see SBI in the top, while the lowest two, it's down only 1%. So maybe this one certainly saw some bit of pullback from the lows of the day. But all in all, fair bit of red on the screen, just one row of green, but much higher than what was otherwise the case.